Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to Pharmaceutical Biochemistry. These are the topics for the whole semester. So we have prelim, so we have introductions, so we will discuss historical facts, overview of different principles involving biochemistry. So what are the importance of biochemistry in pharmaceutical aspects, and we will discuss human cells, so important organelles and its functions, and the different transport mechanism. And then we will discuss in transport mechanism. We will discuss the different transport of biomolecules and even drug molecules that enters the cell. So we'll discuss water and pH, proteins and amino acids, and enzymes with medical interventions. So what is the importance of enzymes in pharmaceutical aspects? So we'll discuss that one. And enzymes plays an important role in the mechanism of actions of drugs. Midterm, we'll discuss carbohydrates with medical interventions, fats, metabolism, nucleic acids, and vitamins and minerals. And end term, we'll discuss cell signaling molecules, immunology, immunoglobulins, diseases associated with different biomolecules. So overview, objective of biochemistry. So the major objective of biochemistry is complete understanding in the molecular level of all chemical processes that happens in the entire life of the living cells. So cells generate energy through the process of glycolysis, and it generates also energy in the form of ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. So that is one example, and we will correlate that one in pharmaceutical aspect. What is really the importance of the study of glucose? Okay, so glucose study is related with the disease known as diabetes mellitus, for example, or hypoglycemia. Okay, to be able to acquire important knowledge about the synthesis and reactions of biomolecules, macromolecules, and in pharmaceutical aspects. So what are the biomolecules or macromolecules? For example, we have proteins, fats, carbohydrates, nucleic acids, okay, that is found in our body, or synthesized by the body, or even taken up by the body, okay, from food. That is the main source of biomolecules. So number 3, to recognize the different structures, biomolecules, the amino acids, proteins, carbohydrate, nucleic acids, and lipids. So in our situation today that is considered to be online, so the question is more on the analysis of the structure. Then we cannot really, I cannot advise student to draw structure, because you can search, you have your notes, so it's easy for you. But in giving questions during the multiple choice, I have to give questions based on the analysis of the structures. So please try to listen when I conduct discussions in the PowerPoint, based on my PowerPoint videos. Next, describe the pathways that leads to generations and storage of metabolic fuels. So what are different metabolic fuels? Fats is also the source of metabolic pathways. So there are a lot of pathways. So we'll discuss different diagrams. Okay. Number 5, to have a thorough knowledge of different diseases that involves biomolecules. So what are different diseases involved biomolecules? Okay. For example, abnormality of proteins. Okay. Or genetic disease, thalassemia, for example. Okay. So there are a lot of diseases that is related to biomolecules. We will discuss also. And also the drug interventions. Apply the principles of biochemistry to pharmacy, genetics, biotechnology, and other related fields. So biochemistry plays the important role, especially in the absorption of drugs and how drugs affects the entire living cells. Next, so we go now to biochemistry. It is defined as the science concerned with the chemical basis of life. It's coming from the Greek word bios, means life. So chemical basis, life of a person depends on the chemical reactions that happens every day, happens inside the cells. So the cell is a structural living system, a basic structural unit of life. It is the cell. Okay, life begins with a single unit, smallest single unit of life, that is a cell. And these chemical reactions, okay, happens every day as we work, as we do our living. Okay, biochemistry can also describe as a science concerned with the chemical constituents of living cells, with the reactions and processes they undergo. Cells, that's why I told you, undergoes chemical reactions simply producing an energy. Okay, so we'll discuss why cell needs an energy. Of course, cell works every day, so it needs also to replenish the energy that is um, uh, being used up. Okay, next, historical facts, I mean. So we have Charaka observed Madhomia, diabetes mellitus. It is produce an alteration of metabolism of fats and carbohydrates. You know what? Carbohydrates is utilized in the body or metabolized, or even fats are utilized also in the body. Fats becomes the carbohydrates, and it's related also in the diabetes mellitus.